Hi, everyone. My name is Mrs. Turner, and I am a school counselor here at Poe Middle School. Today, I'm going to take you through a lesson that helps you to select your courses for next year when you join us at Poe as sixth graders. First, I'd like to introduce you to some important people. These are our administrators at Poe. We have 3 grade level administrators, a dean of students, a director of student services, and a principal. Do you know who the principal of Poe Middle School is? If you said Mr. Panuti, you're right. That's Mr. Panuti, our school's principal in the middle. As I said, we also have a 6th grade principal. Can you guess which one is the 6th grade principal? Mrs. Razzani is our 6th grade principal. She's super nice and excited to meet you. Our principals are here to make sure that you are safe and ready to learn when in school. This is our student services team, which includes counselors, our school psychologist, our school social worker, our family liaison, and even more people that are here to help you. This team really focuses on your wellness and anything else that could impact your ability to learn while in school. You're used to having a school counselor at the elementary level, but because we have so many students at Poe, we actually have 4 school counselors. Can you guess which one is the 6th grade counselor for next year? Miss Kim is the answer. She's going to be the 6th grade counselor next year, and she'll remain your counselor for all of the years that you're at Poe. You guys are super lucky. Miss Kim has been at Poe for a long time. She knows everything. She's super, super nice, and I know she's excited to meet you as well. So today, we are going to start the process for helping you to choose your classes for next school year. We will learn about core class options, elective class options, and talk about the next steps to complete course selection. Poe is an IB school. You might not have ever heard of that before, and that's okay. Let's meet Miss Darcy, our IB coordinator, so she can tell us a little bit more about it.
Hello, Poe IB learners. My name is Miss Darcy, and I'm the IB MYP coordinator here at Poe. Some of you may be wondering what the IB program is, so let me tell you a little bit about it. IB stands for International Baccalaureate. This is an international education program for students from preschool through high school. The program is a student-centered program, which means its focus is on helping you, the student, become an independent thinker and learner. The MYP or Middle Years program is a part of the IB program for students your age. It's for all post students in grades 6 through 8 and all high school students in grades 9 and 10. In the Middle Years program, you learn to work collaboratively with your peers and your teachers. You start exploring your strengths and interests that will impact your future. You're preparing now for the educational choices you're going to make in high school when, as an IB learner, you will have the opportunity to earn the IB diploma. The IB diploma is recognized around the world and gives students opportunities to earn college credit in high school. As you begin to think about what classes you're going to take next year at Poe, I want you to think about the reasons why being IB educated is special. You become a lifelong learner. You learn by doing and experiencing. You're encouraged to think critically. You train yourself to be organized, to meet deadlines, to concentrate, to bounce back from failures, to be persistent, and to think positively. You learn in order to understand, not just to take a test. You explore global challenges as well as local and national challenges. You learn that all classes and learning are connected. You're empowered to develop your own talents and interests. You're prepared for future learning, and you're encouraged to be internationally minded. So be sure to ask your counselors about the IB program and the different classes that will help you prepare to become an IB diploma candidate. Remember, the IB diploma is for every student. There is no grade point requirement or test to get into it.
Okay, so you may still have questions about the IB program, and that's okay. You'll learn more about it as a Poe student. Let's do some Poe Middle School trivia. Who is the Poe Middle School mascot? Does anyone know? Our mascot is Edgar the Raven. We are the Poe Middle School Ravens, and our mascot is named Edgar after Edgar Allan Poe. He's excited to meet you. Next question, what time does school start for all middle schools? The answer is 7:30 a.m. Students are allowed in our building at 7 o'clock and class starts right at 7:30. This is a lot earlier than you're used to, so it's going to take an adjustment, but you can do it. The good part is you'll also get done much earlier than they used to at 2:15 p.m. Last question, how many class periods are there at Poe Middle School? The answer is 8. Students have 8 different classes at Poe Middle School. And the way our schedule works is that every other day, you'll take 4 classes. So you'll take 4 classes on an even day and 4 classes on an odd day. Here's the 8 classes that all students take: math, science, literacy, social studies, health and PE, advisory, which is a special period we have here at Poe. And then most students have 2 elective periods where they take classes that they choose. And we're going to talk more about those later. First, let's talk about core classes. What are core classes? Core classes at Poe Middle School are classes that all students take every year. So we're talking about math, literacy, which is English, social studies, which is like a history class, science, and health and PE. For most of our core classes, you'll be able to choose between the on-level class and the honors version of the class. So for example, we have Science 6, which is the on-level 6th grade science class. Then we have an honors version. So we have Science 6 honors. And when you're filling out your course request Google form, you'll see that it's marked as HN, which means honors. Let's talk about whether or not you want to take an honors class next year. First, I want to say that on-level classes, so for example, Science 6, prepare students to meet grade level standards, be successful in high school, and fulfill graduation requirements. These are a great option, which most students will take. There's also honors classes, and all students are encouraged to challenge themselves by taking an honors level class at some point in their educational career. It's important to remember that you can take an honors class next year. You can take an honors class in 7th, 8th, 9th, and all the way up until you graduate high school. So if you're not feeling ready yet, you can continue to stay in the on-level courses and build your skills until you do feel ready for honors. We really want to encourage students to challenge themselves, though, and middle school is a great time to try out an honors class. Let's look at this chart, which talks about what an honors class is and how it's different. First, it is rigorous and includes fast-paced curriculum and instruction. What that means is that the class moves quickly through content, and students will need to be able to keep up with that. It focuses on the depth and complexity of specific subjects. So, for example, if you love science, you might want to take honors science because you'll get to learn more. You'll go more in depth about science subjects. Students should enroll based on their strengths, their interest, and their potential. So strengths is, what am I good at? interests, what do I like? And potential is what can I do better in if I work hard? Being in an honors class really focuses on developing self-advocacy skills, which are the skills that you need to ask for help and learn. Examples are raising your hand, asking questions, attending tutoring, etc. They also focus on developing student independence and responsibility. And all of these skills will be important no matter what class that you take, but especially if you choose to take an honors course. So when you look at these descriptions of what honors classes are like, decide if you want to challenge yourself with one or more honors class next year. And if so, what subject or subjects would be a good fit for you? So for science, literacy, and social studies, we have the regular 6th grade level class and honors options. Math is a little different. We don't actually have honors math 6 here at Poe. We have advanced math 6, which is actually math 7. And yes, I know that's confusing. So think of it this way. If you are taking advanced math 5 this year and you're doing well, you should select advanced math 6. If you're not taking advanced math 5 this year, the on-level math 6 class will likely be the best choice for you. If you have questions about which class is right for you, please talk to your 5th grade math teacher and school counselor. Okay, we've covered a lot, and now we're going to talk about the elective classes. If you need a break, or if you are splitting this lesson into 2, you can stop now. Elective classes are the classes that students have choice over. As I said, most students will have 2 periods of electives. However, not everyone will. If you're learning English, for example, or if you need an extra help in reading or writing or math, you might have only 1 elective period. But either way, you're going to get to choose some electives. So here's the options for how to fill 2 periods of electives. Because at Poe, we have year-long classes and half-year classes. So with 2 periods, you could take 2 year-long electives, like what is shown in option 1, or you could take 1 year-long elective and 2 half-year electives, or you could take 4 half-year electives. You don't have to worry too much about this because ultimately you're going to be listing the electives you're interested in from 1 being the most interested you're in all the way down to 8. And that way we'll know which ones you are most interested in and can build your schedule as best as possible from that. Okay, when choosing electives, the first thing I'll say is pick electives that you are interested in. Sometimes we have students pick classes because their friends are going to take it, but they get disappointed because they come here and realize that even though their friend picked Art 6 and they picked Art 6, they aren't in the same class because we have a lot of art classes here. So just because you pick the same elective as your friend doesn't mean you'll be in the same class. So you might as well pick things that you are actually interested in. Number 2, don't be afraid to try something new. Middle school is a great time to try new things to see what you enjoy. As I said, we will do our best to get you into your first choice electives. However, it is important that you let us know some backups that you're interested in. Unfortunately, our elective classes, some of them fill up really fast, and so we might need to put you in a backup class. Good news is you'll probably get another opportunity to take that class in 7th or 8th grade. In the course selection Google form that you're going to fill out with either your teacher or counselor, you will rank elective choices in order of preference, with your first choice for electives first, your second choice next, and so on until you've entered 8 choices. Here's an example. This student wanted art the most, theater the second, band, chorus, all the way down to engineering as their number 8. You're going to do the same thing. Okay, now we're going to go through our electives one by one. There's quite a few of them. So as you're going through, you might want to get a piece of paper and a pen or pencil and write down some that sound interesting to you. Pay attention to the videos that you hear from teachers because you might be surprised which electives seem really cool that you didn't even think about before. The first ones we're going to talk about are our music electives, band, chorus, and orchestra. All 3 of these classes are year-long classes, so something to keep in mind.
Hello, rising 5th grade students. My name is Mr. Sorensen, and I want to be your band director next year in middle school. Now, why should you join band in middle school? Let me tell you. For one thing, you'll have band more often. In elementary school, you typically get band once per week for 30 to 45 minutes. In middle school, you'll get band 2 to 3 times per week for 90 minutes. In fact, that comes to about 3 to 4.5 hours per week. Because you get so much more time, you'll improve faster. When you improve faster, you'll have more concerts. In fact, we'll have concerts 2 to 3 times per year. Not only that, but you'll have more instruments to choose from. Here's all the instruments that we will have next year for you. The flute, the clarinet, the oboe, the bassoon, the saxophone, the trumpet, the French horn, the euphonium, the tuba, and percussion instruments. You're gonna have a lot of percussion instruments to play. And even the best part about joining middle school band is that you'll know many of the same people that you're in class with now, and that makes the transition so much easier. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me. I would love to answer any questions you have. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you next year.
Hi, I'm Miss Augustine, and I teach orchestra here at Poe Middle School. I'm here to tell you a little bit about the program. So the instruments that you learn in orchestra are violin, viola, cello, and bass. We have 5 orchestras at Poe, so if you've never played before, we have a beginning level orchestra, and if you're continuing in orchestra, we have different levels, so we get more and more advanced as you go, so you're playing really awesome, fun music throughout at whatever level you are ready for. We do the big music department spring trip to either Busch Gardens, Hershey Park, or King's Dominion. The 6th graders go to the Air Force Holiday Concert. The orchestra brings in different guest artists, and we go see different musicians live. We do projects with Annandale High School, so we do Pizza Pizzicato, where we eat pizza and play music together. We do a masquerade concert where we dress up in costume. It's a lot of fun, and you get to learn an instrument as you're doing all of it with your friends, which is a really fun way to start. I'm going to leave you with the Sinfonia Orchestra getting ready to play one of their holiday tunes. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Hello, my name is Parev Arslanbatar, otherwise known as Mr. A, and I am the chorus teacher at Poe Middle School. One fun fact about me is that I really enjoy visiting national parks with my wife. Here are some pictures of some places we've been so far. At Poe, we have 5 different choirs. 3 girls' choirs separated into beginning, intermediate, and advanced ensembles, and 2 boys' choirs separated by unchanged voices and changed voices. If you're unsure about where you fit into my chorus program, just send me an email and we'll work it out. In all 5 choir classes, we focus on learning more about your voice, your instrument. We learn how to read music. We learn new songs. We learn how to listen to each other and sing in harmony with each other. In a normal school year, we have 3 chorus concerts throughout the year, and then a spring trip at the end of the year for 7th and 8th graders. If you would like to sign up for my class, just write chorus in your elective slot, and then I will sort you into the correct class later. I hope to see you soon. Bye.
Okay, so as you heard Mr. A say, all students who want to take band, chorus, or orchestra next year should select the Band 6, Chorus 6, or Orchestra 6 option, no matter how much experience you have. Your music teachers will do assessments and move students into the correct level at the end of the year. Now we're going to learn about our world language electives. We have a lot of Spanish, French, and Spanish for fluent speaker options for 7th and 8th graders. But for 6th grade, we have 2 intro courses, Intro to Spanish and Intro to French. These are half-year classes. And so when you're listening to the teachers talk about their classes, really focus in on the intro classes that they mention.
Bonjour. Hi, I'm Madame Bowen, the French teacher here at Poe Middle School. A fun fact about me is I lived in Europe for 11 years and I love all things French. So here at Poe, I teach 4 different classes. I teach Intro to French class, which is a semester-long class just for 6th graders that introduces you to the language. At the end of the semester, you'll be able to greet people in French and talk about the weather and colors and numbers, and be able to know some fun little facts about French and French-speaking countries. In French 1A, you'll learn how to talk about yourself, your schoolwork, and your likes and your dislikes, as well as the seasons, numbers, days of the week, months of the year. In French 1B, you'll be able to expand on all of that and also talk about your community and your family, professions, your hobbies, your preferences, and your after-school activities. In French 1, the year-long class, you'll learn all of those things just in a more compact time. I look forward to seeing you and I hope you take French. Au revoir. Merci.
Hola, my name is Senora Hausman and I am one of the Spanish teachers here at Poe Middle School. One fun fact about me is that I love to try recipes from all over the world. I teach 3 different classes here at Poe. The first one I'm going to talk about is Intro to Spanish. This class is for 6th graders who are interested in learning some basic beginning Spanish. It's only a half-year course, and if you already know Spanish from home, this is not the class for you. In this class, you will learn the greetings, how to talk about the weather, school, animals, what you're wearing, and lots of other things too. We have fun projects and lots of games and songs to help everybody learn in a really fun way. The second class I teach is Spanish 1A. This class is for 7th grade students who want to learn some beginning Spanish. It is a full year course. We will talk about Spanish-speaking countries and cultures, how to talk about ourselves, our families, and our schools. We will learn with lots of practice speaking, games, and fun activities. This course continues in 8th grade with Spanish 1B. So it's a 2-year language commitment. The third class I teach is Spanish 1. This class is for 8th grade students who are up to the challenge of a fast-paced learning environment. We will talk about ourselves, family, school, food, lots of culture and holidays, as well as music and art from across the Spanish-speaking world. We will be speaking Spanish in class every single day. You will work hard and learn a lot in this class. Gracias, adios.
Okay. So as a reminder, in 6th grade, you're able to take Intro to Spanish or Intro to French. If you don't already speak these languages, this is a These are great classes to learn more about the languages and the countries that they're spoken in, and maybe to decide whether or not you want to continue to take a world language in 7th and 8th grade. If you already speak some Spanish or French, these classes would be way too easy for you. So we don't want anyone who speaks the language already to take the intro classes because you would be very bored. But if you don't, these are great options. Now we're gonna learn about our half-year CTE electives. CTE stands for Career and Technical Education. So we've got our FACS class, which is like cooking and sewing. We have our engineering or STEM class, and we have our computer classes. Let's meet the teachers.
Hello, rising 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students. My name is Mr. Perella, and I'm the Business and Information Technology teacher here at Poe Middle School. And that's just another name for I'm the computer teacher. Fun fact about Mr. Perella, right now I'm in my 29th year of teaching in Fairfax. So next year, the fall of 2022, I'll be starting my 30th year of teaching. Here at Poe, I teach 3 different classes. The first class is called Computer Explorations. It's for 6th graders, and it's an 18-week elective class. In the class, I introduce the students to computer software and hardware. I introduce the students to keyboarding skills and keyboarding correctly. And then we look at Google Docs and Google Slides, and we also look at Microsoft Word. The next class is an 18-week elective class for 7th and 8th graders. That's called Computer Solutions. In Computer Solutions, we continue keyboarding skills to make sure we're typing correctly, but we also dive into the Microsoft Office suite, Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. We also explore the Google suite, Google Sheets, Google Slides, and Google Docs. And the third class I teach is called Coding and Innovative Technology. That's an 18-week elective class for 7th and 8th graders. And in the class, we look at different digital tools and resources, and we also look at different online coding platforms. Students are applying their digital literacy skills in all 3 of the classes, and it's an enjoyable way to learn more about technology. One thing that I love about teaching technology is I'm constantly learning. We're always having discussions. I'm always learning about the latest and greatest that's out there. So if that's something that interests you, you want to learn something new, you want to have a good time, you want to be able to hang out with your friends and socialize, but also get a lot of cool things done, then this is where you want to be next year. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Our engineering class is taught by Mr. Kim. And in this video, he's showing you some cool examples of things you would learn to do while in his engineering classes.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Johnson. I'm the Family and Consumer Sciences teacher, aka FACS, at Poe Middle School. I teach 3 different classes here at Poe. FACS for 6th graders, FACS 1 and FACS 2. My favorite thing about FACS is everything you learn in this class you will use in real life now and when you grow up. And we do many hands-on activities such as sewing and cooking. FACS is considered a part of the career and technical education field and helps to prepare students for careers in human services, hospitality and tourism, education and training, and visual arts and design. However, the skills taught through FACS are transferable to any career. Students who take FACS have the opportunity to become student leaders through the national organization Family and Community Leaders of America, FCCLA for short. And we have the opportunity to compete at the state and national level and win scholarships and awards. We have lots of fun in FACS, and I look forward to meeting you next year.
Okay, those are our CTE electives. As a reminder, these are the 3 classes available to 6th grade students in CTE. They are all half-year classes. Intro to Engineering, which is the one where Mr. Kim was showing you all the things you could do on the computer design program. There's Computer Explorations, which is with Mr. Perella, and is really good, especially if you're interested in coding in 8th grade. And then Intro to Family and Consumer Sciences, which we call FACS for short. And that is cooking, sewing, and different skills like that. This is our last group of electives, and it is our fine arts electives, theater and art. All of these classes at the 6th grade level are half year.
Hello, my name is Ms. Wiseman, and I am the 6th grade art teacher at Poe. And fun fact about me, aside from the fact that I absolutely love art as the art teacher, is that I also really love Pokemon. I think that it's one of the most adorable, fun things on the planet, and I do definitely love playing the games. So that's just a fun fact about me that's unrelated to art. So for Art 6, I really like to consider it kind of like the appetizer sampler of art. We dabble in all the different fun flavors. So we have a little bit of painting, we have a little bit of drawing, and now that we're doing virtual learning, we've got some digital art. So there's a variety of different things that we experiment with. And this class is really for students who, you kind of want to do arts, and maybe you're like amazing at it. Maybe you're like, I kind of like it, I'm not sure where I stand. Or maybe you've never done it before ever, and you would love to give it a shot. So it's for all skill levels, anybody who's really interested in art, kind of like the art for beginners, it's your first year in middle school, and, maybe you're interested in trying out an art class. So that's what 6th grade art kind of has, and there's some stuff about me. So I hope to see a bunch of your wonderful faces next year. Okay, bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Miss Bell, and here at Poe Middle School, I teach theater. A fun fact about me is that I've been doing theater since I was 15 years old, and I'm actually bilingual. I speak Turkish and English fluently. One of the really cool things is here at Poe, we actually have 4 different types of theater classes. The first one is beginner theater. Beginner theater is open to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. What that goes over is just the fundamentals of theater. We learn a little bit about the history. We get to perform and act on stage in our class. Next is technical theater. You can take technical theater as a 7th and 8th grader. The beauty of technical theater is if you've got stage fright and you really don't want to act and perform, this is perfect for you. Or if you like to do a lot of technical things. With technical theater, you'll get to learn anything from set, lighting, and sound design to costume, hair, and makeup. The really cool thing is that during our makeup unit, we actually get to learn how to do wounds and scars, and I'll get to teach you that. It's one of my favorite units. Next up, we have musical theater. I co-teach musical theater with Mr. A, our choir director here at Poe. That class encompasses anything from musical theater history, performances. We get to actually watch a musical in class. And the really cool thing is you get to learn how to sing and perform, just like in musical theater. And finally, we have advanced theater. With advanced theater, it's open to 8th graders and 7th graders. I recommend my 8th graders taking that course because it dives a lot deeper into the world of theater. We go over acting techniques, set concepts, and everything from that point on. I 100% recommend that as a 6th grader, you take beginner theater, 7th grader, you take technical, and as an 8th grader, you take advanced, and anywhere in between, you can take musical theater to add just a little bit more theater into your life. Hope to see you in my classes, and I can't wait to meet all of you.
Okay, that is all of our elective, guys. It's a long list, but I hope that you found quite a few things that sound interesting to you. So for fine arts, the videos you just watched, we have Art 6, we have Theater Arts Appreciation, and Musical Theater Appreciation, which is a combination of theater and choir. So singing while acting, like in a musical. Okay, so you've seen all the electives. We're going to have this video and all of the separate electives videos posted on the website so that you can look them up again if you kind of forget what's available or want to watch them again for some reason. Next, either your teacher or your counselor is going to help you fill out the Poe Middle School course selection Google form. And that's where you're going to choose whether you want to do a regular or honors class for your core classes, and you're going to rank your electives from 1 to 8. All of these course selections are due by February 25th. If you need to make a change after February 25th, you can email your 6th grade counselor, Ms. Kim, at hkim1@fcps.edu. This will also be on the website. After that, we will mail home your course selections in May so that your families can see what you chose. Please make sure that you are talking to your families about what decisions you're going to make as far as the courses that you want to select. Also, please don't forget, on January 27th, we are having our Rising 6th Grade Virtual Curriculum Night. This is going to be an awesome opportunity for students and their families to attend virtually. We will be sending out a Zoom link at a later date, but it will start at 6 p.m. and from 6 to 7, the session will be in English. And then from 7 to 8, the session will be in Spanish. So if you or your family would prefer to listen in Spanish, you can come from 7 to 8 instead of 6 to 7. Either way, we really hope you guys come and join us that night and bring any questions that you have. The counselors will be there. You can meet us and just learn more about the classes we have at Poe. Again, you can visit the Poe Middle School website to find this information. This video will be there as well as the other electives videos. You're going to go to poems.fcps.edu, click on full menu. Then there'll be a drop-down list. Click on the arrow next to student services, and then click course selection and academic advising. Everything that you need will be on this page. I am so excited to meet you and for you guys to join the Poe Middle School family and be Ravens here with us. So please make sure you're talking to your teachers and your families and your school counselor about the classes that are best for you next year. And I'm looking forward to getting to meet some of you and talking with you as we transition to next year. Have a great rest of your day.